All right, so the break-in service was just completed. Let's see if there actually is a difference. Got a little squirrely on me, but to be honest, doesn't feel too much different than what I was used to.
With my unsatisfied expectations, I wondered if there was actually anything different that BMW service did. Reviewing the paperwork, it seems like the only thing that BMW did was replace the oil in the engine and the differential. Nothing else. So much anticipation for them not to really change anything. Now, the past generations of the BMW M3 have all required break-in services. That includes the E92 and the F80 M3 and even the 1M Coupe that BMW did a limited run of in the early 2010s. Without this break-in service, you'll likely end up with a voided warranty and a bruised wallet. There are multiple different reasons as to why the break-in service is so important. One theory is that BMW does this for legal purposes and to avoid taking responsibility for mechanical defects. BMW basically wants to ensure that in the first 1,200 miles that the car is lightly used in the event that there are any problems. If the car is thrashed and driven beyond the limit in which they specify, they can deny any repair claims if they want. And in the rare case that my BMW breaks, if you could please hit the like button and subscribe, that would help me take care of it in the event that anything goes wrong. Thank you. The second theory is that manufacturers don't actually know what they're doing when they prescribe these break-in service regimens for us. There are some people that believe that the true way to break in these cars is through driving them incredibly hard and beating them up to the red line right from the get-go. This theory comes from a blogger otherwise known as Moto Man, and a lot of people seem to believe him. Moto Man believes that a successful break-in period is attributed to the piston rings successfully sealing to the cylinder wall of an engine. Without a good seal, this can basically make or break the amount of horsepower that your car has from the get-go. And in order to get the best seal, he believes that you have to beat the snot out of your car as soon as you drive it off the lot to get it. Now, while I think that this is a fair argument, I don't think BMW owners should follow his prescription.
And some people out there will say, you know, for performance, if you want maximum power, you need to floor it, you need to get that perfect seal, and the only way to do that is with super high pressure. But if you look at performance cars and what they recommend, this is not what they recommend doing.
Moto Man is correct about one thing. You do need to get a proper seal between the piston rings and the cylinder wall to ensure a solid break-in. We don't have just the engine to break in on our M cars. We also have a very complicated differential to break in as well. From the factory in both our engine and the differential, there are sharp edges that are left from production that need to be gently and slowly worn down. Now, when you drive your engine from the get-go, these sharp edges will be exposed to friction and it will release metal shavings in your oil and in your differential fluid. Now, when you beat the car up and you thrash it, these metal and these shavings are going to get distributed way faster than they would otherwise if you're just taking it easy on the car. This can cause major problems like engine failure, but it can also cause less catastrophic items such as premature wear or loud and noisy differentials. My previous F80 M3 did not have its break-in service anywhere on record, and boy, I could hear my differential from a mile away. Now, as you can see, this break-in process is completely necessary, but I wish that BMW gave us more incentive to do it. Like, BMW should actually do something to convince us that the car is faster after the break-in period. Like, I don't know, not allowing the car to rev as high, or blocking launch control, or some other performance features in the car. But it seems like it doesn't do any of that. And I don't know about the ZF equipped cars, but I know in the manual transmission, nothing really changed. Nonetheless, so many people are convinced that it actually does something. But this madness has to stop. If you are waiting for your M car braking service, do not be a fool like me and think that the car is actually going to be faster afterwards. That's just not the case. But also at the same time, don't let this stop you from doing the braking service, because it's kind of necessary, right? I think the real way to break this car in is with a tune, and we're gonna be doing that on the channel later. So if you like that, please like this video and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. I believe that the true